Happy New Year by Emery Bernhard. The snow is melting in the warm April sun. Robins chirp and hop about, searching for worms. There is a splash of color on the ground. The first wildflowers, something we have not seen for months. Every year, we know spring will come, but after a long winter, signs of spring are a joyous sight. Long ago, people were not always sure that winter would end and that another growing season would begin. They thought various gods had the power to make a gift of fertile earth and a new year. It was believed that the sun might not return or the earth might not grow plants again without the help of the gods. They performed rituals and made offerings to gain the gods' favor. Then, like a miracle, the warm sunny days and gentle showers of spring brought the world to life. People all over the world welcome the new year. For everyone, it is a time of hope for the future. Different cultures measure time in different ways. The dates for New Year's celebrations vary from place to place and have changed through the ages. Calendars have been based on cycles of the sun, the phases of the moon, and the movements of the stars. People have also marked the time with changing seasons, the planting or harvesting of crops. Some cultures had annual calendars that began and ended on the shortest or longest day of the year, or when the days and nights were of equal length. Every year, we take part in the oldest of all festivals. How do different cultures celebrate the new year? What do the various New Year's holidays have in common? At midnight on December 31st, New Year's Eve, thousands of people in the streets and millions of television viewers around the United States watched the slow descent of a large lighted ball over Times Square in New York City. The ball weighs more than 200 pounds and is lowered down a tall flagpole by cables. Everyone cheers the moment the ball reaches the bottom. Those of us who celebrate New Year's Day on January 1st are using the calendar introduced by the Roman Emperor Julius Caesar about 2,000 years ago. The date of the Roman New Year was originally in the spring, close to the time of year when day and night are equal, called equinox. January, the first month, was named after Janus, the Roman god of beginnings and endings, of planting and harvesting. In ancient Rome, the people gathered before the temple of Janus on New Year's Day to feast and give thanks. They also exchanged gifts and wished one another peace in the year to come. Romans today have various ways of celebrating the new year. Along with giving gifts and feasting, it is customary to get rid of the old things and make way for the new. At midnight, many families throw out their cracked or chipped crockery out the window. Anyone passing by below must watch out. In many places, seeing out the old year is as important as seeing in the new one. This tradition grew from the primitive belief that as the year weakened and died, evil spirits grew stronger and more dangerous. These demons had to be scared off before a new year could be born, often with a great deal of noise. Noise making has always been a part of New Year's activity. People beat drums and tin pans, blow whistles and horns, clang gongs, ring church bells, explode fireworks, or simply shout out loud. Noise making on New Year's Eve is still a serious business in places like Bali. During the spring equinox, the Balinese feast and make elaborate offerings to the gods. Each village parades a huge papier-mâché demon. People ignite fireworks and play drums and gongs to drive away the evil spirits before the new year begins. The first day of the new year is a day of silence and peace, when everyone stays home and does as little as possible. Igbo children in the countryside of Nigeria have an important role in their New Year festival. It takes place in the spring. just as the rainy season and the planting of new crops is about to begin. As the year ends, children run into their homes and slam the doors. They must remain inside until the year is gone, for if they are caught outside, the old year might carry them off when it leaves. Finally, everyone, young and old, rushes outdoors and welcomes the new year with applause. Another way to say goodbye to the old year is with fire. Huge bonfires are lit in many parts of the world. Once the year has gone up in smoke, the new year can begin with a fresh start. Everyone wants to do things better next time around. The Inuit of Alaska had a New Year tradition of chasing the evil spirits of winter into a fire when the sun reappeared on the horizon after its long absence. New Year's Day has always been a time to wonder about what the future will bring, and people have tried in various ways to predict events for the coming year. Rosh Hashanah is the New Year holiday celebrated by Jews around the world. It takes place in early autumn. This birthday of the world is a serious but happy occasion when Jews pray for the community, wish each other a good year, and pledge to be better people in the year to come. Families go to synagogue where the services include the blowing of the shofar, a hollowed out ram's horn. According to the Bible, a shofar was used to summon the people to hear the Ten Commandments. Many Jewish families gather on Rosh Hashanah for a festive meal. Among the special foods served are apples dipped in honey to make the New Year sweet. On the Islamic New Year, Muslims worship quietly. They read their holy book, the Quran, which tells how the Prophet Muhammad fled from Mecca to Medina to escape death. Many of Muhammad's followers joined him in Medina, and his flight is considered the first major event in the history of Islam. Like Muslims everywhere, people in Egypt watch for the new moon that signals the beginning of each month. Children are especially excited by the crescent moon that starts the new year, for on this day they receive presents and new clothes. In some villages of the West African savanna, the new year is welcomed when the dry season ends. People clean their houses and empty all the places food is stored. Then everyone takes turns dancing, clapping, and singing while the men drum. The songs ask the gods for a good harvest of the beans, millet, ground nuts, or sorghum that will soon be planted. Finally, the men fill gourds with water and carry them back to the village. It is their way of showing gratitude for the rains to come. Chinese everywhere celebrate their New Year between mid-January and mid-February, which is the beginning of spring in China. It is traditionally a time for rejoicing, attending family reunions, honoring ancestors, and thanking the gods for their blessings. On the eve of the new year, some families in China seal the doors and windows of their homes with strips of red paper to keep out bad spirits. Then, they eat the holiday meal, which includes sweet dumplings. Children are encouraged to stay up late on this special night, and they receive good luck money wrapped in red paper. In large cities, they watch a spectacular parade. A magnificent dragon slowly weaves through the streets along with dancers, acrobats, and clowns. The dragon that leads the Chinese New Year procession is a symbol of strength and good luck. It is made of bamboo covered with paper or silk, can be more than 100 feet long, and may require at least 50 people to support it. The big dragon might chase anyone who teases it. The Japanese also have a way of sealing their homes to keep out evil spirits on New Year's Eve. They hang a straw rope in front of their houses. Then they tie pine branches together and decorate them with ferns and white ribbons that stand for joy, long life, and good luck. At midnight, gongs and temple bells all over Japan are rung again and again. Then people begin smiling, giggling, and laughing. Everyone has been given a fresh start, and good humor is thought to bring luck in the new year. In Southeast Asia, the new year falls when the weather is hot and dry. Many people celebrate with water festivals. Everyone is ready for the cool spring monsoon rains that will soon fill the rice paddies and turn the leaves green. On New Year's Day, people walk to Buddhist temples, following the beat of drummers who lead the way. They wash the statues of Buddha with scented water and clean the temple buildings. And since it is believed that water can wash away all the evil deeds of the past year, people also throw bowls of water over one another. Each year, the Iroquois of eastern North America hold a midwinter New Year ceremony. It is a sacred time of ritual and renewal. The people give thanks for their blessings and make a pledge with the Creator to right the wrongs of the past. Among the important midwinter rites is the stirring of the ashes in special fires. When these ashes have been turned over, new fires are started, and the people are given a new year. The ancient Greeks worshipped the gods Kronos and Dionysus. Kronos reminded everyone that all things come to an end. Dionysus was believed to die each winter at solstice and to be reborn as a baby each spring. It is thought that the idea of the Grim Reaper or Father Time came from the myth of Kronos, and that the idea of the New Year baby came from the baby Dionysus. Something dies and something is born on each new year. People everywhere say goodbye to the old year and feel the joy of beginning the new year. Happy New Year, we say, with hope for all that is to come.